Good morning. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to your second Tuesday tune-in. This tune-in, I hope that this tune-in finds you well. I hope that you're making your way through the course. I have to tell you, I am pleased as punch with a lot of the submissions I've been getting. Those journal entries for Module 1, man, there's some really good reflections there. Just each of you talking about your experience, your strengths, things you think you might need improvement on. I think that's awesome. One of the things I pointed out in our Start Here module that I think I want to reiterate again is in that discussion I talked about when I gave you feedback that there are literally over 100 years of experience in teaching in a digital environment in this cohort. So feel free to gain insight and lean in on each other's experience so that you might benefit from your colleagues. So I hope that's well for you. But again, please pay attention to the feedback that we give. And also I'm continuing to use those memes for feedback in different ways too. So you'll see that even in the journal entries. But I just wanted to tell you that I'm really excited about your group of people in general because your responses have been just nice. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you now, before we get into kind of a show and tell, I wanted to talk to you now about what you've got coming up. So obviously, Module 1 was due Sunday, yesterday. Again, we're not going to take away your birthday for not having finished it, but I do want you to know that it was due then. Also, kind of as a follow-up to one of the announcements that I posted last week, Ultra was having an issue rendering closed captions for the brief announcement that I did. I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday. They fixed that issue now, so any announcement I make from here on out will always be captioned if I use that internal recording tool, which I'm going to show you how to use in just a little bit. But just know that was an issue that Blackboard was having when rendering if I used a certain browser to record my announcement. It was a weird kind of issue, but they fixed it. But that being said, I want to talk about what's coming up. So Thursday, you've got your Module 2 activities due. And Thursday is all about navigation. And when I talk about navigation, you'll see as you go through the unit here what we're looking for, right? It's about really thinking about organizing your course into manageable chunks, having a framework of development, and then maybe even providing a schedule that's very connective for your students, or an outline that's very connective to for your students. So you'll scroll through all the wonderful content, read through the videos. I've got a video transcript here as well. It's also closed captioned. And then work your way through the content. So in specific, I want to draw your attention to, obviously, the workbook questions are there, so keep doing what you're doing there. And then the check-in, but the course outline. So we want you to come up with an outline for your course. If you already have one, consider updating it a little. One of the things that I really like seeing in the outline is not only, obviously, some of the instructors will have like the day, the due date, and the subject matter and the assignments. Finding a way to link back to learning objectives per unit, maybe, even on that outline. Even if it's just a legend, right? Where you, at some point in your outline, you've got a legend of what the objectives are and you just do a number. Finding a way to really further cement for the students why they're studying what they're studying in multiple places. There's value in that. Try is all I'm saying in that regard. So that's Module 2, and that's what's due Thursday. Sunday is Module 3, the elements of design. And that is one of my favorite units because it really starts us to think about the way we design. And design for one is design for all, is kind of the Three Musketeers-ish saying for this particular unit. But the activities in this unit, another good journal entry where we really look back on our own experience and how we've come in contact with UDL or accessibility. But then we have a good discussion where I actually have you want to try to pretend like you're talking to a friend. And so you'll see in the instructions what's going on there. But the assignment that I want to draw your attention to here is the image upload assignment. We're having you deal with an element of design, and that's imagery. But I want you to know that we're providing you with some what I would say are thorough instructions, right? So if you look here under the image upload assignments, this is the one assignment you're going to do in your template course that we gave you. That is the course where you are an instructor. you'll see the instructions here. I even have a document that will walk you through it. But we've also provided a video walkthrough for you. So hopefully, between the embedded document, the instructions for the assignment, and the video, you will know what to do to successfully complete this activity. If not, always post your questions in the virtual office discussion forum. So that's the part and parcel of the stuff that you've got coming up and where you've been. So now let's do a little practice. So I'm in a gradebook item for a manually graded column, in this case, in this course, and this one is called homework. But this works with columns that aren't manually graded too, like, an assignment or a journal or a test, what have you. But I want to give some feedback for a student that I want to grade. So if I wanted to, I could go to add feedback here, and I could put in the student's grade for this manually graded effort, right? And hit enter. And then I could come here under feedback. So one of the ways that I really like to personalize the context of learning for my students is to provide them feedback that's connective, using their name, calling out kudos, fun stuff like that. But then one step more that I try to do at least in one activity across all of my courses, for each course. The larger courses, I may have to do more of a group summation in this respect, but for 30 to 50 member courses, I generally try one activity where I come in and provide them a video feedback of myself, talking directly to them, right? In this case, I am in this particular activity. I can go to my gradebook, my feedback for student right here, and I could have just typed it in, but you'll notice that I have a little drop-down menu called Insert Content. I could add in a meme by uploading an image using the attachment feature, but in this case, I want to use recording. Recording allows me to record either audio or video to display in the course for students to interact with. By clicking on it, it opens up a box for my students where they can choose to, where I can choose to record a video or an audio right here in this particular course. So I'm going to turn on my video. It may not work because I'm recording video elsewhere, but it does work. There's two of me. So anyway, right now I can start recording. You'll note that I started smiling before it got to 1. That way the recording wouldn't freeze with me with some awkward face for my students. But here I could call out the things that they did well in the assignment, challenge them on places where I think that they could do more, but be personal, be connective. Tell them that I really appreciate their work, and they can see it in my face, not only in the text that I might have written, but in my tone and timbre of my voice. So look for your Module 2 self-assessment workbook assignment, and I'm going to stop this recording and save and exit. The Module 2 self-assessment workbook assignment will have this kind of feedback for you, where I will come in and give you feedback here as an example. But I wanted to show it to you how you could do it yourself in your own courses. When I was ready, I could hit save. And now that feedback is there for the student to check. Which I think is nice. And as the instructor, I can also look at that feedback too by clicking on it and hitting play. You'll note that I started smiling. Look at the captions. It got to automatically captioned for your pleasure. So anyway, I hope you like that. I hope you like this neat little feature within Blackboard Ultra. And I hope that you're continuing to pick up things that will help you in your teaching journey. Please remember, Elliot, Faith, and I are here to answer any question you might have. You can drop those in the virtual office discussion forum, or you can reach out to us directly. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to learning from you as you continue to process through the program.